Nobody asked her for another take. She walked in slowly, like sleep never came, with smoke in her lungs and sorrow in her name. The room stayed quiet under dim gold light, like every old musician there could feel the weight tonight. The piano wrote softly, like rain on old glass, and every tired heartbeat felt too fragile to last. They said, save something for tomorrow. She said, tomorrow already left. They said, hold something back tonight. She said, she had nothing left, like heartbreak emptied her soul. She sang like she had nothing left, while the old tape kept rolling on. Too much truth, too much flame. She sang like she had nothing left. Nothing survived the same. No mask, no pride, just pain she couldn't hide. The drummer stared downward, trying not to fall apart. The trumpet bent slowly, like smoke around a heart. A woman near the doorway started trembling in place, like a song had opened, something she couldn't face. The choir sounded distant underneath the haze, carried yesterday. They wanted another performance, something polished and clean. She gave them the kind of sorrow most people never see. She sang like she had nothing left, like midnight losing faith. She sang like she had nothing left, and the whole room changed shape. Too much soul, too much rain. She sang like she had nothing left, nothing survived the same. Certain women sing hardest when they're close to the end. Maybe old soul music survives because broken hearts bend. Maybe the room stayed silent because everybody knew some songs survive the same. Nobody asked her for another take. The walls felt too close tonight. The room was small, but the hurt was wide. Like every old sorrow had followed her inside. The piano played softly under low amber light, and every tired face there looked afraid of the night. She touched the microphone like it might disappear, then opened her mouth and filled the room with years. They said, "Don't let it spill." She said, "It already has." They said, "Keep something hidden." She said, "I buried the past." The room couldn't hold her pain. The walls started closing in. The room couldn't hold her pain when the old song began. Too much soul, too much rain. The room couldn't hold her pain. Nothing survived the same. Too much, too near. You could feel it in here. The drummer played careful, like the floor might break. The trumpet sounded lonely, like a heart after a mistake. A woman near the doorway pressed her hand to her chest, like the song had found what she never confessed. The choir came in softly, like ghosts through the smoke, and every harmony trembled when the old hurt woke. They wanted one more sad song, something easy to play. She gave them the kind of truth that doesn't fade away. The room couldn't hold her pain. The ceiling felt too low. The room couldn't hold her pain, and nobody wanted to go. Too much truth, too much flame. The room couldn't hold her pain. Nothing survived the same. Maybe grief needs a witness. Maybe sorrow needs air. Maybe some songs get bigger than the room that held them there. Maybe broken women leave more than echo same. The first note changed the room. She stood beneath the amber lights with smoke around her hair, like somebody carrying sorrow nobody else could bear. The piano rolled slowly, like thunder before rain, and every little silence started trembling with pain. A whiskey glass sat untouched near the edge of the bar, while every tired musician there forgot exactly where they are. They said, she's going too deep, but nobody spoke out loud. They said, this ain't safe anymore, but nobody stopped her now. Nobody asked her to stop when the old hurt came alive. Nobody asked her to stop when the soul stopped trying to hide. Too much truth, too much flame. Nobody asked her to stop. Nothing survived the same. Keep singing, don't breathe. Let the old sorrow speak. The drummer lowered his head, trying not to break apart. The trumpet bent slowly, like smoke around a heart. A woman near the doorway started crying in place, like the song had reached something she couldn't erase. The choir sounded distant underneath the haze, and every trembling harmony still carried yesterday. They wanted another performance, something easy to survive. She gave them the kind of pain that leaves the whole room alive. Nobody asked her to stop, even after midnight came. Nobody asked her to stop, even after she sang his name. Too much soul, too much rain. Nobody asked her to stop. Nothing survived the same. Maybe certain songs grow larger than the room they started in. Maybe broken women sing hardest when they finally stop pretending. Maybe soul music survives because somebody stayed real. Maybe nobody the tape ran long. Nobody asked her to stop till the room became the song. Too much truth, too much flame. Nobody asked her to stop. Nothing survived the same. The first note changed the room. The organ started crying first. The room was wrapped in smoke and fading amber light. Every tired soul in there could feel the end tonight. She stepped beside the microphone with sadness in her eyes, like somebody who stopped believing in beautiful lies. The piano stayed distant, like rain beyond the walls, and every little harmony felt ready to fall. They said, keep the room together, but the room was coming undone. They said, leave some pain unspoken, but the sorrow already won. The organ sounded like goodbye when she opened up her chest. The organ sounded like goodbye, like heaven lost its rest. Too much truth, too much flame. The organ sounded like goodbye. Nothing survived the same. Low and slow, let the old hurt go. The drummer missed a heartbeat, trying not to shake. The trumpet bent softly, like a soul about to break. A woman near the doorway closed her eyes to pray, like the song had opened everything she locked away. The choir sounded fragile underneath the haze, and every trembling harmony still carried yesterday. They wanted another slow song, something safe to survive. She gave them the kind of sorrow that keeps all ghosts alive. The organ sounded like goodbye, even before the end. The organ sounded like goodbye, like a love you can't defend. Too much soul, too much rain. The organ sounded like goodbye. the same. Maybe old instruments remember every broken hand. Maybe soul music survives because pain understands. Maybe the room stayed silent because everybody knew some songs stop sounding human when heartbreak comes through. The organ sounded like goodbye even after she was gone. The organ sounded like goodbye, but the old tape carried on. Too much truth, too much flame. The organ sounded like goodbye. Nothing survived the same. The organ started crying first. Nobody reached for applause. The smoke hung low above the empty glasses, and every tired soul inside looked haunted by the past tense. She stood beside the microphone with trembling in her hands, like somebody carrying memories too heavy for one woman to stand. The piano sounded lonely, like church bells after rain, and every tired harmony still echoed with pain. They said the song is over, but nobody seemed convinced. They said turn the lights back up, but silence had settled in. The silence felt heavy afterward, like sorrow filled the air. The silence felt heavy afterward, like her soul was still in there. Too much truth, too much flame. The silence felt heavy afterward. Nothing survived the same. Stay quiet, stay near. You can still feel her here. The drummer looked exhausted, like he forgot the beat. The trumpet player stayed frozen, staring at his feet. A woman near the doorway held her coat against her chest, like the song had touched somewhere she never confessed. The choir sounded distant underneath the haze, and nothing survived the same. Maybe silence grows louder after the truth appears. Maybe soul music lingers because pain stays near. Maybe broken women leave more than echoes behind. Maybe certain songs survive by haunting people's minds. The silence felt heavy afterward. Even after she was gone, the silence felt heavy afterward. But the old tape carried on. Too much truth, too much truth, too much flame, too much flame. The silence felt heavy afterward. Nothing survived the same. Nobody reached for applause. She already looked heartbroken. The room smelled like old smoke and whiskey left too long. Every tired musician there could feel something was wrong. She stepped beneath the amber light with shadows in her eyes, like somebody carrying memories too heavy to disguise. The piano rolled quietly like rain against the roof, and every little silence felt dangerously close to truth. They said, maybe cancel tonight, but she walked straight to the mic. They said, she don't look ready, but sorrow never asked twice. She looked tired before the first note, like the night already won. She looked tired before the first note, like she carried everyone. Too much soul, too much pain. She looked tired before the first note. Nothing survived the same. No sleep, no peace, just memories underneath. The drummer lowered his eyes, trying not to fall apart. The trumpet bent softly like smoke around a heart. A woman near the doorway started trembling in place, like the song had opened something she couldn't face. The choir sounded fragile underneath the haze, and every trembling harmony still carried yesterday. They wanted another heartbreak song, something safe to survive. She gave them the kind of sorrow that keeps a nothing survived the same. Maybe certain women sing hardest when they're running out of light. Maybe soul music survives because pain survives the night. Oh, maybe the room stayed silent because everybody knew some songs stop sounding human when heartbreak comes through. She looked tired before the first note. Even after she was done, she looked tired before the first note. But the old tape carried on. Too much soul, too much rain. She looked tired before the first note. Nothing survived the same. She already looked heartbroken. The room went colder after midnight. The smoke floated slowly under dim red light, and every tired soul inside looked afraid of the night. She stood beside the microphone in a dark champagne gown, like heartbreak itself had finally sat down. The piano sounded distant, like thunder after rain, and every trembling harmony still carried pain. They said, keep the mood alive, but the room already changed. They said, light another cigarette, but nobody moved the flame. Nobody smoked after the last chorus. Nobody reached for the fire. Nobody smoked after the last chorus. The room just kept getting quieter. Oh, too much soul, too much ache. Nobody smoked after the last chorus. Nothing survived the same. Stay still, stay near. The truth is breathing here. The drummer stared downward, trying not to shake. The trumpet bent softly, like a soul about to break. A woman near the doorway against her chest, like the song had touched somewhere. She never confessed. The choir sounded distant underneath the haze, and every trembling harmony still carried yesterday. They wanted another performance, something easy to replay. She gave them the kind of sorrow that never fades away. Nobody smoked out after the last chorus, even after the tape went black. Nobody smoked out after the last chorus, like nobody wanted reality back. Too much truth, too much truth, too much flame, too much flame. Nobody smoked after the last chorus. Nothing survived the same. Maybe silence grows heavier after the soul gets exposed. Maybe all recordings survive because certain nights stay close. Maybe broken women leave more than echoes behind. Maybe some songs survive forever by haunting people's minds. Nobody smoked after the last chorus, even after she was gone. Nobody smoked after the last chorus, but the old tape carried on. Too much soul, too much soul, too much rain, too much rain. Nobody smoked after the last chorus. Nothing survived the same. The room went colder after midnight. Nobody touched the real. The room was drowning slowly in smoke and amber light. Every tired musician there could feel the weight tonight. She stood beside the microphone like a storm almost gone, with heartbreak in her posture, and sorrow in her song. The piano wrote quietly, like rain beneath the floor, and every trembling harmony made the silence hurt more. They said, "In the session now," but nobody moved a hand. They said, "Turn the lights back up," but nobody seemed to stand. The tape kept rolling after she left, like the room still needed her. She left nothing survive the same. Still rolling, still near. You can still feel her here. The drummer lowered his head, try not to break apart. The trumpet bent softly, like smoke around the heart. A woman near the doorway started crying in place, like the song had reached something she couldn't erase. The choir sounded fragile underneath the haze, and every little harmony still carried yesterday. They wanted another sad tune, something safe to survive. She gave them the kind of sorrow that leaves the whole room alive. The tape kept rolling after she left. Even after midnight passed, the tape kept rolling after she left, like the room was holding glass. Too much truth, too much rain, too much rain. The tape kept rolling after she left. Nothing survived the same. Maybe old recordings remember every trembling breath. Maybe soul music survives by sounding close to death. Maybe broken women leave more than echoes behind. Maybe certain songs stay alive by haunting people's minds. The tape kept rolling after she left, even after the lights went low. The tape kept rolling after she left, like nobody wanted to go. Oh, 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 too much soul, too much flame. The tape kept rolling after she left. Nothing survived the same. Nobody touched the real. Nobody touched the real. The room was drowning slowly in smoke and amber light. Every tired musician there could feel the weight tonight. The room was drowning slowly in smoke and amber light. Every tired musician there could feel the weight tonight. She stood beside the microphone like a storm almost gone, with heartbreak in her posture and sorrow in her song. The piano rolled quietly like rain beneath the floor, and every tremor silence hurt more. They said, "End the session now," but nobody moved a hand. They said, "Turn the lights back up," but nobody